So today we are going to check out our new teleprompter feature with AI script generator. If you didn't know we have a teleprompter feature, it just got launched, so that's okay. But it is incredible and I cannot wait to show you that feature. We're also going to look at how to enhance our videos with AI and then add world languages on top. So let me just give you a little hint about this. You'll be able to take a video you record in English and turn it into almost 50 different languages with captions and an AI voiceover. What? Can we talk about tight-knit classroom community this year? And then you can also use AI to create quizzes, because one of the things I love about AI is it helps you guys work smarter and not harder. And we'll go through our new live learning feature. Maybe if we have time, we'll even play a little live learning game. And then we'll finish up with just reviewing how to enhance student exploration with our Submit student-facing tool. So if you've used Flip in the past or Flipgrid, depending on when you used it or what you called it, we have a great resource for you to use that is helping replace that since it's sunset into Teams. So let's get started with just a couple reviews about screencasting and some updates. So if you're on your computer and want to follow along or run in double screens or however you rock at home, you can open up your extension. If you want to just watch and listen, that is totally fine as well. But you still have your three recording options. Just a reminder, this tab only will only record the tab you're currently on. And it's the way you record sound, if it's coming from a tab or your computer, that you want to include it in your video. If you do full screen, it'll record, it's for when you record a video that you need more than one tab for. And then in the editor, you can crop around the full screen to get just the meat of your presentation and video. And then I'm going to show you now the updates to webcam only. And you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can teach anything. I'm unstoppable. So if you notice at the bottom of your webcam only, you now have a teleprompter toggle. If you toggle it on to blue, you'll see that the webcam only record button actually changes to create script and record. So I'm going to click on that and it's going to open our teleprompter for me. And this is like totally just came out a couple weeks ago. So it's like new, like that new. Let me see. I'm going to find my prompt. I have a prompt ready to go. You will put a prompt in the top box. You can upload your own script down here if you have a script written or you want to write your own like introduction bio or whatever you want to do for your beginning of the year class, or you're doing like an open house presentation to send home to parents that weren't able to make it to the meet and greet. You can always drop your own script in the box down here for the teleprompter to use. But if you wanted to, you can also use AI. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop a prompt in the script generator box here. So my prompt is going to say it's going to tell the AI to create a script for a video lesson introducing the three types of angles for fourth grade students with easy to understand definitions and real world examples. You can write up to 2,000 characters in the teleprompter box. And as you guys, I'm sure know with AI, the more specific and detailed you get with your prompt, the better response you're going to get from AI. So be as specific as you want, but it can be this basic as well. Once I have my prompt there in my video, in my describe the video topic box, I can then go and select the length of my video that I want the script to, like for the length of the script to be written, of how long I want my video to be. So I can have it be anywhere from 30 seconds to 4 minutes. I can even have my script written in English or Spanish. So if you're a Spanish teacher or work with newcomers and you speak Spanish, you can have your script written in Spanish for you to record with. And you can also select a tone for your script between casual, energetic, inspirational, instructional, and professional. So if you're a leader in your building and you have to give one of those like back to school inspiration speeches that you dread every year, you can now have AI write it for you and seem like the best, speaker in the world, the best principal ever, because you have this really super inspirational speech that your teachers are just like, yeah, let's do this. So let AI help you out with some inspiration. And you could be like, remember that kid president, the guy that was on YouTube for a while? You could be like the new kid president. I loved him. But that's like I'm showing my teacher age. It was like back in the, like a couple, like 10 years ago, I guess. But anyway, I'm going to keep it instructional for today. And then I'm going to click the generate script button and it's going to drop a script it generates down here for me into the box I showed you where you could put your own script if you wanted to write your own. It should pop in really quickly. It's already done. As with everything, I always say with AI, make sure that you double check, triple check for accuracy and lack of bias. So just so you know, you can scroll down through your script, and if you want to see it in a big like view, because that's easier for me, like to have it like look like a Word document almost, click the edit script button, and now you can click into your script and edit it however you want to. So you could change it like I would probably change the greeting because hello everyone isn't how I would ever greet my students. Um, during like the I always change it up every year, but like during the pandemic, for example, when Tiger King was popular, I would say, "Hey, all you cool cats and kittens," and they like thought that was the funniest thing ever. So I would say silly stuff like that. So you could do your own greeting for your class because we all call our kids something different. And then definitely check it for accuracy, check it for lack of bias, check it for any of those things before you record just to be safe. And then click done. And are you all ready to see how cool this is in recording? Because it's going to be awesome. You'll be able to see everything on my screen. All right, so I'm going to click start recording. I apologize for my messy office in the background. It's going to pop open a new tab and count down for you. You'll notice that as I talk, it auto advances a little bit at its own pace. The question I get the most is, can you change the speed? Yes. See, it took a while for it to advance. All you have to do to change the speed to what your reading pace is hover your mouse over the script. Don't click, just hover, and then just scroll with your mouse. Don't click, just hover and scroll. And you can move the script to your speech cadence so that you're speaking as you need to on your own tempo and not really stressing out like about is it going to advance in time. You can also come down and hide the teleprompter. I just changed somebody's teaching life. Yes, my job is done today. You can hide the teleprompter if you need to. I don't recommend clicking delete unless you want to change the script. If you click delete, the script is going to go away and you have to start over. So don't click that. Click restart recording. If you mess up, you can pause and get yourself back together. And then you can always stop it when you're done. And you can edit this in our editor. So if you mess up or say something, pronounce something wrong, or need to go back because you stuttered, no problem. You can cut it out in the editor. That's totally fine. But your video is now ready to go. How do I hide the teleprompter? Okay, let me go back real quick and I will show you. There's a button on the bottom that looks like a Word document, and that's how you hide it. I'm going to go back in and I'll show you real quick how to hide it again. I think I might have a slide on it actually. No, I don't have a slide on that one. Sorry, my computer's going slow. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go back in and I will show you how to hide it again. I'm going to click start recording. And then it is down here at the bottom. If you just asked how to hide the teleprompter, it's right here in this little blue, it looks like a Word document or like a piece of paper. If I click on that, it's going to hide my teleprompter. And then if I want to show it again, I just click it and it pops back up. Any other questions before I close out this screen about the teleprompter? I'm looking at the chat, so you're good. It's on my other screen. That's why I'm looking to the side. Is this like super cool to you guys? Because I love this feature. Okay, cool. Awesome. I'm going to end this. Like I said, just keep in mind, don't delete, restart. Another thing to keep in mind as I end this and it loads, if you want to use our AI features, including like making it a quiz or the world languages features, your video has to be longer than a minute. It can be literally like a minute and 3 seconds, and then also have more than 20 spoken words. So in order to use our AI features on a recorded video, even one from our premium library, so even a YouTube video, the video has to be longer than a minute and have more than 20 spoken words. So keep that in mind, or write it down, or just remember that. It's in the slide deck that you'll be getting to, so no worries there. So that's the teleprompter. Sharing has received a major update from us as well. I do want to show you one thing first before I go into sharing. If you haven't been on the Screencastify My Videos page lately, it's now my library because of our sharing feature that I'm about to blow your mind with too. But you can also now click the blue plus sign in the right corner to not only record your video, but if you've recorded a video on your phone or on iMovie or on some other platform, like if you record a Zoom and you want to put it in Screencastify to edit it and then make it a quiz or whatever, you can now upload either directly from your device, or import directly from Google Drive and then open it in the editor. If you're an old Screencastify user, you remember having to like put a place video in the editor and then add the new video and then delete the place video and edit the new video. Not anymore. You can just upload straight into your My Library and then click on the video and edit it however you want to. So that's a really awesome new feature. Now let's talk about sharing. So the share button, if you notice, that's not a bad pose at the beginning. I have had way crazier faces at the beginning of a video. The share button even looks different now if you haven't been on here in a minute. You can copy the link directly from the right hand part of the share bar, or you can click the share button on the left. And let me just ask this question because I want to see in the chat. Are you either the teacher that creates the best Screencastify videos and quizzes, or are you jealous of the teacher that creates the best Screencastify videos and quizzes? You're probably one of the two of those. And you're like, I want this video quiz, but I have to make it myself. Jealous. Okay, cool. I'm gonna like totally get you. I'm here to help you. I'm here to save you this year. Okay, so what you need to do is just like be really nice to that teacher. Like maybe bring him or her Starbucks or Dunkin' one morning, or take their class to dismissal or something. Then what you're gonna do is you're gonna say, "Hey, you know that video quiz that I heard you do in class the other day? Would you mind sharing it with me on Screencastify?" And they're going to say, of course, sharing is caring. I love to share. So one of the things they can do is they can share the quiz as an individual video with you. You'll get your own copy of the video and the quiz questions and all the features they've added. Plus, you'll get your own analytics. And all they have to do is share that video by typing your name, your district email, or whatever email you use for Screencastify into the add people box. Change this to can copy and send you an invite. What Screencastify will do then is we'll send you an email with a link to that video, and it'll pop up in your shared with me tab under my library right here. And then you'll have your own copy of their video with all the cool stuff, and you'll get your own analytics. Is that just like the best news you've heard besides the teleprompter like all summer? And I think I'm going to make you even more excited. With our new folder feature, if that teacher has like an entire school year of videos, because I always did, they can put all of their videos into a folder for you. Click on the snowman on the right. I call it the snowman. Click on the share button. Do the same thing. Type in your district email. Click can copy. Send invite. And Screencastify will add that whole folder of videos as a copy of each independent video to your share button on here, shared with me tab, and you'll have your own copy of every single video they've made and get your own analytics and everything. I've just made everybody's life easier, right? Well, not the teachers that make the good videos. Their life's a little harder now because they have to share with everybody. But I do have in my slide deck that y'all will be getting, sharing is caring videos, sharing tip sheet that'll walk everybody through the process of sharing those videos. So if they weren't on this session today, you can always give them this, and then they can walk through the steps to share it with you. Okay? So that's really exciting. What's up next? Let's see what's up next. Are we having fun yet? I'm having a great time. When I joined this morning, I was so sharing that y'all are one of my favorite districts to work with because I always get like the best participation, and just it's always a blast and like a professional development party here in JCPS. So thank you for having me today. Next, we're going to talk about the professional or the premium library. Sorry, I did a 3-hour session yesterday, so my voice is a little hoarse. Um, the premium library is on your left-hand toolbar, and you can access it by clicking on it. It has the light bulb as its icon. One thing, just as a heads up, We right now have it defaulted to browse Khan Academy because a couple months ago, when we had it defaulted to browse all channels and all videos, we had some politically charged videos come up first, and we didn't want that to interfere with anything. So just make sure when you go to the Premium Academy, you come to this banner right here where Khan Academy is highlighted and change it to all. Then you can also search, not only search with a video keyword and phrase, but you can search if you have the URL of a YouTube video that you've used off regular YouTube and you want to pull the education safe version, making it safe, trackable, and ad free. You can drop that YouTube URL right in the search bar and hit enter, and it'll bring back the education version of that video for you. So that's a really cool way to search. You can also use our handy dandy filters. I taught fifth grade math, fourth and fifth grade math for a while. So I usually just do upper elementary as an example for you guys, and then come down to my subjects and click math and then apply. And what this is going to do is pull all the math videos off YouTube for education that are for grades 4 through 6. So I can search through and find what I want to find or what I need. This is my go-to video because I know it's going to work and the song is super cute and catchy. What do I pop into the YouTube into the URL? I can put anything in the URL as far as a keyword to search for the video, or I can paste a YouTube link from like regular YouTube and then hit enter and it'll pull the educational version of that video. Anyway, I'm gonna go to this angle song. And I'm gonna apologize now because it's gonna be stuck in your head. What I wanna do is show y'all what we can do with our AI here. As you'll notice, AI Assistant is right here on the right and AI Quiz and Grading is below it. Before you can do anything with AI quiz and grading, you need to enhance your video with AI. So I'm going to click on AI Assistant. And remember, to enhance with AI, it has to be longer than a minute and have more than 20 words. I'm going to click Enhance Video. It's going to add captions and a transcript. It's going to update the title and description, add auto chapters, and allow for AI quiz and grading features. And you can see it's already done enhancing before I explained what all it was going to enhance. You can edit, of course, with anything with us, the title or whatever you want to edit. So like I might put here like chapter, if this was like, that video for that, if I wanted to name it that, you can name it whatever you want to name it. AI is going to change the name, so you can name it from there. Here's the description that AI has come up with. Always, as I'm just going to give you the speech again, do your due diligence, check the AI for accuracy and make sure it's free of bias. And then you'll notice it also auto chapters your video like it has on YouTube. So now you'll see the video chapters whenever you play the video. All right, are y'all ready to make this a quiz in like 30 seconds? So I'm going to click on AI quiz and grading right now. As always, I'm just going to remind you that you can still add questions manually. It still works the same. Your multiple choice questions will be auto graded. You'll have to grade the short answer, and you can still leave notes for your students, and notes aren't graded, but there are things like, write this down, or this is going to be on the test, or go to Google Classroom when we're done and do your assignment there. That's what I would leave as a note. But I don't want to add manual questions when AI can do it for me. So I'm going to select a question type. I can choose multiple choice, short answer, or both. And here's the thing, y'all. If I choose both and I get a short answer question, AI is going to grade that short answer question for me now. So that's less work for you to do in the analytics, more time to do other things that you need to do. So I'm going to select both. Then you can select a number of questions that you want to add to your video. I'm just going to do 3 for today. Then if I have any like special ed teachers, English language learner teachers, RTI people, support people, and you're like, but Screencastify, what if my kids can't read the questions? I'm going to help you out here. You see all these grade levels? I always forget that my video's mirrored. So all these grade levels, you can pick the grade level you want the questions to be written on now with the AI. So if I'm teaching 4th grade, but I'm teaching 4th grade resource special ed, I know my kids are not on a 4th grade reading level, right? I know they're probably closer to like a 2nd grade reading level. So I can click grade 2 here and have their questions written on a lower grade level, but still be the content in my video. As a special ed teacher, that makes my heart so happy. And an English language learner certified teacher, that makes my heart so happy and so cool to know. The only thing I will say is you can choose multiple grade levels, but it gets kind of confusing. So if you want to differentiate, just copy the video and differentiate the grade levels. So you'll have more videos, but you're still helping your students out. But I'm going to pick grade 4 because that's what grade I would do this in Georgia. And then I'm going to generate questions. Y'all ready to see how fast this happens? That's pretty fast. I'm just going to point out that our tag standard, it cannot, at this time, we cannot read the questions aloud to the students. That's not a feature yet, but it's on the product map. Hopefully coming soon. I just want to point out that you can tag your standards now by state. It's not just the national standards. We have all of the state standards embedded now in the Screencastify. So you just choose your state, your grade, and then the rest of the information. And you can keep track of what you've taught content-wise by tagging your standards. Here are my questions. My short answer question, if you see it has this little star emoji right here. This is what it's going to look for to grade your question. But don't worry, we can edit it. Just like everything else, we can edit away. So what you can do is if you like all the questions, you can add all of them to your video by just clicking add all. If you don't like any of the questions, you can regenerate. If you like 2 of the questions, you can add them by clicking the purple add button and then remove the one you don't like and regenerate just that one question. So it's pretty user-friendly and y'all can do a lot with it. I'm just going to add all the questions for right now, but I'm going to show you how to edit. Maybe I don't want this short answer question now that it's come up. I'm going to click edit. I'm going to say, let's make this a multiple choice question. What does a right angle look like? And then L or the corner of a square is what the song says. And I'm going to say the top of a Y. I'm going to check that answer. And I'm going to save my question. It's not letting me save it. Did this yesterday and it made me mad. And then I have to delete it and then put it back in, which is fine. Okay, now I can save it. So yeah, you just have to delete it. I can remove that question and we're all good to go. One more thing on this page before we play a little game. Play a little game with this song. You can go to settings and you can turn on prevent skipping. This will do 2 things. It'll force the students to answer every question before they can move on in the video. And it'll keep them from also fast forwarding or skipping any parts of the video if you're assigning this as a quiz. So that's super helpful. The other thing you can turn on is a due date. And unlike some of the other video quiz platforms, if they miss the due date, they're not prevented from learning the content. It'll just highlight it in the analytics section for you that it was done late. And then you can, in your Google Classroom gradebook, once the grade is passed back, you can decide what your late penalty is grade-wise. Y'all want to play our new live learning and see what it's like? It's so cool. I'm going to click host live up here in the corner. My settings are going to pop up. So you can join in 2 ways, either by name, which is the easiest way, or by email address, which you'll have to add your district domain and the students will have to log in with their district email. My students never knew that, so I'm just going to do by name. And I know what you're thinking. Somebody's going to put like Skibbity Toilet in as their name. You can delete it. I'll show you how. You can change the timer for however many seconds they need to have to answer the questions. You can also choose to display a leaderboard or not. Up to you, you know your students. And then you can choose how much of the leaderboard to show. All of the people, top 3 or top 5. I'm going to show top 5 because we have like a ton of people here today. And then you can save these as default settings if you want to. So I'm going to click start game and it's going to open a new tab for me. All right, I'm going to drop the link in the chat. You can join with the link and the code, or you can scan the QR code on your phone if you want to play with your phone, and it'll take you right to it. You don't have to be in the Chrome extension at all to have it work. I'm going to close this real quick just so I can show you as you join. You see, you can delete names here with the trash can. So if somebody typed in Skibbity Toilet or something even worse than that, I taught behavior disorder, so I've seen a lot of really weird names pop up in my video quiz or like online learning stuff. You can always click the trash can and be like, nope, join again with your real name. You can also adjust, as people are doing this, you can preview your game and adjust your settings from this screen as well. It's going to count down. You won't see anything on your screen, so watch my screen. All right, so your multiple choice just popped up. What kind of angle is between 0 and 90? And then you can see your timer at the bottom and the number of responses you've collected. If you collect all the responses before the timer runs out, it will stop and just put up the continue button. So you don't have to wait the whole time. All right, so what does a right angle look like? All right, y'all ready for the last part? All right, my leaderboard got shook up. Whoop, whoop.
Degrees, and here's how to remember them with ease. From 90 to 180, an angle is obtuse. This angle's kind of bad, it's got a big caboose. Like the hands on the clock when it's 1:45, or the antlers on the head of a full-grown moose. Angles are measured in
last one. Which of these best describes an obtuse angle? All right, so now my leaderboard will pop up with my top 5 and give me some confetti. It didn't show points because I only had the top 5 show. If you do all, it'll show all the points, everybody's points as they answer. So if you wanted to do it that way, make it super competitive, you could. But with the top 5, it just shows them the top 5 learners. So you can see immediately how your class did based on either their all responses by viewers. It's lagging a little bit, so it's taking a minute to load everything, or by question. Okay, and it'll load everything. You can also show your ungraded stuff. But that is our new live learning. So I hope you enjoyed it, or at least have some ideas of what you could use it for. Now let's wrap up with world languages. Like, as I pull this video up for world languages, I just want to kind of give you my thoughts on like what I would have used live learning for. Like, I was that teacher that if I ran out of time, if I ran out of stuff to teach, I was like, oh my gosh, we have 10 minutes left and they're going to take over the classroom. But I could just go in my premium library, grab a video, enhance with AI, add the AI questions, launch live learning, boom, exit ticket. We review the content for the day, we're good to go. I'm gonna pull up a video that I already have the world languages features loaded on just for time's sake, but I am gonna explain the process, and there are tip sheets coming to you as well. The first thing you need to do is enhance your video with AI. So you make sure your read aloud or whatever video you're doing your world languages on is longer than a minute and has more than 20 words. Enhance it with AI because it's got to write the transcript for what we're about to do next. Once you've enhanced it with AI, you can click the preview button. I like to do it through the preview screen. I find it easier. So go to the preview screen and it's going to pull it up like the students would see it. So I want to point out a couple things on the student facing screen now. You also have a transcript now that students can show or hide. The transcript will highlight as it goes through the video. And I also have my captions already turned on. I can turn them off by clicking the toggle or turn them on and they're in English. I'm going to play the first like 10 seconds of the video so you can hear it in English. It's just me reading this book aloud off my computer screen. If you want to know where I got the book, everybody always asks. I got it from Epic Books. It's a free digital book library for teachers. You can use it all during the school day for free. Make classes, assign books, all sorts of great stuff. Here's the beginning of the video, and then I'll show you all the cool stuff. The Sad, Sad Monster by Dolores Costello. This story is about a monster, a very good monster. Okay, so hopefully y'all can kind of hear that was in English, and you saw the English, you saw the captions going along with it, and the transcript going along too. Now I'm going to change your life again today for like the 3rd or 4th time. I'm going to go to my closed captions again, and I'm going to click on languages. Let me explain something. Every language that has a green check next to it, I have already downloaded. They don't download automatically. You have to go in and download them. But this is as many languages as I was able to download before I got an error message. That's a lot of different languages. If you need to download a language, or when you download a language, just find the language you want to download, click on it. It'll download in the background of your video, and we'll send you an email when it's done downloading, letting you know it's ready to be used. So I'm going to use Spanish for today. And when I click on it, you can see already my captions not only changed to Spanish, but so did my transcript. Now for like the kicker. I'm going to come next door to captions and click on this little person. Click on AI voiceover, and same thing. Anything with a green check, I've already used. If I need to download, click on the language. It'll download in the background. I'll get an email, and then it's ready to go. I am going to up the playback speed a little bit so it matches my reading cadence.
El monstruo triste, triste por Dolores Costello. Esta historia trata sobre un monstruo muy bueno.
Is that not amazing that it took my whole video in my voice, and my voice is now in Spanish? Think about your classroom community this coming school year. You can do your open house, your curriculum night presentations, show your slide deck for those parents that can't come because you don't have a translator, or don't come because you don't have a translator. Send home the video with the languages pre-downloaded. I have your tip sheets already ready for you in the slide deck. These are all the languages we have. They are not Google Translate. They are from a third-party site. Yes, you can change it. You don't have to change it you just have to download the languages. You just download the languages like I did on the video, and then tell them to pick their language. So they would just come over to the voiceover and pick whatever language is next to the green check that you've downloaded. But I do have, like I said, tip sheets for you guys. One tip sheet is for teachers to use. This one is a picture-based tip sheet for you to send home to parents, for them to be able to turn on what you've downloaded for them. This tip sheet you can send home to parents. that's picture-based. They can go through, just download the languages first before you send it home. I'm gonna briefly go over submit. Submit is next to the paper airplane. You can create a submit topic on your own by clicking the blue button or use one of our AI templates. You can choose your recording type between screen and webcam, webcam only or screen only. You can tag your standards. I'm going to come back to this in just a second. I recommend anyone with the link, but you can do it anyone in your domain. You have 3 video privacy options. I don't recommend not any videos. I recommend either view their own videos for something personal like fluency, or for like a class presentation, they can view all videos. You can set a time limit, points, and a due date, and then also have email notifications when you get an assignment or turn them off. You can also come up here into settings and click Google Classroom and send it to your Google Classroom straight from this tab. But I'm going to generate a link so I can preview it for you really quickly. Okay, it shows students this when they start. It has the fluency passage that we have in our template, which you can edit in the template, so don't worry, right next to our video. So they can read it. They don't have to have another piece of paper printed out unless they need it bigger. They can start over if they mess up. And then when they're done, click stop. They can start over from here too, or submit their recording. Here they can view their submission or download their video. And why they would want to view their submission is because as the teacher, you can leave timestamp feedback on the student's submission. So it's going to pull up my video. I can leave feedback down here for my student timestamp throughout the video. If you have it on, students can view all videos. They can comment on each other's videos too. Then to grade it, I just drop my grade right here. We have grade pass back to Google Classroom, and ta-da, you're done. I hope you guys enjoyed today. Just some resources for you. Thank you guys so much. Have a wonderful summer. Enjoy the rest of it. And thank you for everything you do for our students.